Hello Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the month of June. Thought I'd get you on board first, Gemini. Happy birthday to you, my friends. I hope that you are having a beautiful season. And if your birthday is first, if you are a May Gemini, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to say happy birthday to you. We're looking at the month of June. And so we are looking at love, career, and finances this month. And we're going to throw some tarot on it to find out what's going on for you. For the birthday babies, let's talk about Gemini for the month of June 2025. Welcome here if you've never been here before. I do read this monthly reading for all of the signs, and we'll hopefully get those done before the end of the month. And if you've never been here before, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner here if you'd like to stay. This beautiful Gemini tribe that I love so much. And if you are someone coming back all the time, thanks for that. Tell me about love for Gemini. What's going on in terms of romance, love, platonic love? What is this? We've got detachment. You are releasing old patterns and ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. I like this. You're reframing it. You have decided that you are looking at love, whether it's romantic, platonic, whatever it is, you're looking at it in sort of a way of detachment, which is if it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't show up, that's fine. I'm just going to keep moving. So you are releasing old patterns, which is maybe obsessive patterns, maybe overthinking patterns possibly, and the ideas that no longer serve your highest ideals of love. All right. Let's look at your career. Tell me about career for Gemini. We've got joyous fun. All right. I like it. So joyous fun. It tells me that people are on your side, that you are like, I like this particular card because first of all, there's a lot of fun going on in the background, but all the chakras are open here. It looks like everything is sort of in place or opening up for you here. There could be new openings, new career openings here. We do have people here that are in the background. Everything's in balance. So it's like they're trying to stay in balance, maybe walking a line, walking a straight line. And then we have people who are mirroring you or looking like you. Well, someone here of influence is looking on. So it does feel like this is going to be a really good career month for you. We will take a look more at that. And let's look at finances. Tell me about finances for Gemini, please. Tell me about finances for Gemini in June 2025. We've got enjoy the journey, wandering path. So it does feel like you have a focus, I'm going to say, because there's a map here. It feels like you have a focus that I'm going to say the fox is here, sly fox. I feel like you've got a plan or a focus that you're following your own path, your own financial path, but it might be a wandering path. So it feels like you're not steadily going down one path. You're like, okay, well, maybe I'll go over here and maybe now this path takes me over there. It feels like you're going to enjoy the journey of your financial wealth, it looks like here. So let's look at the bottoms of the decks. For me, this is future energy. So this could be sometime in the month or it could be the month ahead. It says loyalty. It says your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So I feel like you're in this energy, Gemini, of letting people come after you. I don't think you're chasing anybody this month. It feels like you are going to reciprocate whatever you get, but it doesn't feel like you are going to be running after anything because your loyalty speaks for itself, right? You're a very loyal person. I feel like whoever I'm connecting to is a very loyal person. And so you're dealing with things in a way of detachment when it comes to love. You're like, you can come after me if you want, but I am not chasing a damn thing. So we've got joyous fun, got the honoring path. Look, something really good is happening in your career, whether it's a new career, an old career, maybe somebody is recognizing you. It feels like the honoring path is a place you can see everybody is clapping for this person who is being honored, right? So there's this person's got flowers, this person is looking beautiful, handsome, and it feels like you're going to be honored for something or noticed, I'm going to say. Maybe you'll be noticed by higher ups, or maybe you're somebody who has a business and your business will be in the spotlight. It feels like you're going to be in a spotlight. Now, I think that this is your intention. I think you've been working toward this for a while because it does say intention here. You've been working toward it for a while, but the number 7 is here. And so it feels like it is time for you to be blessed in this way. The bottom of the deck, we have view from above, get the big picture. So I feel like you're supposed to really look over all of the information as it pertains to your finances before you go on this path of figuring out where it is that you're actually going. It does feel like there is a plan in place, and we'll talk about that just a little bit. Let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about detachment in terms of love for Gemini, please. Tell me about detachment. Tell me about detachment. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got swords, 4 swords. We've got 9 cups. Look, something is going good in your career. Something is going really good. You're going to be overjoyed. There's a wish fulfillment coming in as it pertains to your career. It feels like this detachment energy in terms of love is something, there is something here that you are resting from. And I think it is chasing, and I don't mean chasing in a wrong sense. I mean, pursuing. It feels like you're taking a rest from that. It feels like you are detaching and releasing old ideas, old patterns. And for me, the 4 swords is always about stability of the mind and resting. So I feel like you are resting from that. Tell me about the 4 of swords, please. And detachment. What are you detaching from? So I feel like you're the person who's always been the pursuer. And, the emperor never usually goes in unless they know they're going to win, because the emperor doesn't have any, they're not going to carry everyone into battle if they know that everyone's going to be slaughtered. The emperor is a good decision maker, the one who makes the hard decisions, the easy decisions, but the one who's very stable and sturdy in their way of thinking. So I feel like you've decided that you know your worth, and it's time for you to stop, to detach from pursuing. I feel like you're taking a rest with the pursuit here. Tell me more. But I also think that you're in this energy of really knowing your worth. In the upright, the emperor is somebody who's very stable and very secure. And you're like, you know what, maybe I just need to rest on that for a bit. Maybe I don't need to pursue whatever it is that I want here. We've got the Page of Swords. And so I feel like this is sort of a lesson that you're learning. It feels like you are changing your mind, that you are changing your mind because you no longer see aggressive pursuit as a highest ideal of love. It feels like you are resting from that and you're learning a lesson. It feels like you've been digging up information, possibly feeling like in a little bit of a block, I feel like you're the person who everything has to be in place before you can pursue what you want, because whenever you go in, you've got to make sure that you win. And I feel like you're just taking a break from that a little bit in the month of June. We've got the Star. It might be because of your healing or your hope that if you regroup or get your stability of the mind, that maybe you can make different decisions. It does feel like you're in a moment of change. It feels like you are, I've got 4, 5, and I see the Star as being the 6th sword because of it being Aquarius energy. So it does feel like you're really contemplating things. It feels like you might be up in your head, maybe a little bit of overthinking going on. But it feels like, with the 6 swords here, it does feel like you literally are moving away from old patterns. Maybe the Emperor energy had you a little stuck where you felt like you had to be perfect or everything had to be perfect before you did pursue. It feels like whatever your old thought pattern was, whatever you had been up in your head about, whatever your expectation is for love, I feel like you are changing your mind about that. So I feel like you might be detaching from a thought pattern, or you might be detaching from a relationship or moving away from a relationship, or realizing that it's time for you to make a different decision because the decisions you are making were not serving you here. As it pertains to love. Tell me about the 9 of Cups, because something great is about to happen in your career energy here. Tell me what's going on here. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. I really do feel that you are about to be noticed, rewarded, or recognized for your hard work is what it feels like. The Seven of Pentacles is, it's like we throw the seeds of intention and now the hard work begins. That's when we have to cultivate, we have to nurture, we spend a lot of time, we put a lot of hard work in, and we start to wonder, is it even worth it? I feel like if you're in that position in terms of your career right now, you are about to be rewarded, because we do have this honoring path here, right? It feels like something really joyous, exciting, happy, fulfilling is about to happen in your career. So if you've been on the edge of, am I even here for any reason? Like, I keep putting in the hard work and nobody even notices. I feel like that's about to change. There it is, the Magician. You are about to get recognition because you do have all the skills, all the resources, all the tools. Somebody is going to recognize you as the subject matter expert, or the person who knows more than the boss, or you are a person, maybe if you do have your own business, I feel like your business is in the spotlight with the honoring path here with the Magician. You are, if by magic, people see you as somebody who makes it look really easy because you are using all the tools that have been given to you. I feel like you've been working really hard on something that you are about to be recognized for here. We do have the Two of Swords. So it feels like it takes you out of some sort of a mental block. We do, ooh, look at that. I like that energy there. We do have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So look, it feels like a realization. I feel like with the Three Swords here that you are starting to feel disappointed, disillusioned. It feels like you were like, look, I've got all the tools. I'm the guy for the job. I'm the girl for the job. And they don't notice all the hard work that I'm putting in. I feel like this is your month of recognition. So the Two of Swords is here saying that there is some sort of decision that's going to happen that is going to put you in complete and total balance. It's going to give you a joyous, happily, emotionally happy time here. And all of your work is about to be rewarded here. It looks like you're about to be rewarded for your hard work. So we do have this in the financial energy here. We have the wandering path. So it does feel like you are on a journey. So it does feel like I'm getting entrepreneurial energy here. It feels like somebody here who has been rejected over and over again. If you're an entrepreneur, you know what I'm talking about. I probably had four businesses that I tried and it didn't work, and tried and didn't work before I had this business. And so it feels like that you keep getting rejected. Look, maybe you're a writer and your script keeps getting rejected. Maybe you're a movie writer and your script keeps getting rejected. I feel like you've been on this wandering path, trying this thing, trying that thing, trying sales, trying, e-commerce, it feels like you've been trying something here and something is about to take flight. Because we do have the view from up above here, it's like you finally get it. You get the big picture here. You might have been fogged in for a while, going slow. And now I think that you're ready to begin now, take your first step. Like maybe this is the first time that you found something that you really resonate with. Maybe the other things you were doing because you thought you'd make money from them, but it feels like you are on the wandering path trying to figure out what it is you want to do for the rest of your life that is going to make you want to get up and do it every day. Because it feels like you had gotten into a comfort zone possibly, and it feels like you've been rejected a lot is what it feels like here. Tell me about this financial stuff here. We've got the King of Cups. So it does feel like, I want to say, in order for your finances to grow, for you, I feel like it's going to have to be something you really deeply love. Something that you possibly do without effort. It feels like the King of Cups is also keeping it all to themselves, is not really telling people that I'm feeling sad that it didn't work, right? We've got 4 cups and 1 in the hand of the King is 5. So I'm really sad that it didn't work. I have regrets that I've been rejected. I feel like that you should enjoy the journey because and like I tell people, like when people come to me for a private reading, they're like, tell me when, what corner, what day, what time, come on, tell me, I don't have time. And I keep saying to them, tarot is not about telling you when and where. That's a psychic. What tarot is for is to tell you how to go about the journey. And so I feel like you're supposed to enjoy the journey and find something that you really love, because when you find something that you really love, you'll never work a day in your life. We do have the High Priestess here. It is something that you already know. So I want to say that if you're somebody who's in the 9 to 5, you're in a job that you really don't like, and you're maybe looking for an entrepreneurial opportunity, because I am feeling entrepreneurial energy here because of the King. The Kings are masters. Masters, this particular one is mastering their emotions or mastering deep emotion. So I feel like with this High Priestess energy here, whatever idea you come up with, you're supposed to keep it under wraps for sure, keep silent about it. But I feel like it's something that you already know, something that's intuitive, something that you already love, something that you know how to do. And I feel like you're supposed to enjoy the journey, or maybe you're already on that journey. We've got the 9 of Coins. Look, whatever I am talking about here, and I'm talking about it generally because listen, it's going to be different for all of you. Some are bakers and some are writers and some are throwing clay and some are musicians. It feels like it's something that you're creating. You're creating it yourself. You've got an idea, you've got a notion, or you've got this intuitive notion to keep it quiet, keep it under wraps. And I feel like when you finally do grow it and you show it to everybody, they're going to be like, that's what you were doing. That's why we didn't hear anything from you. That's why you never came up with us on Fridays from the office. It feels like whatever you're doing is something that you do anyway, and it's something that can be monetized. So I feel like you're in this growth stage. When we see the 9 of Pentacles, you're growing by yourself. You're growing pentacle by pentacle, right? I'm thinking about the 8 of Pentacles, right? Where you're doing the hard work, getting to know all the footwork. You're doing all the hard stuff, getting the information, becoming the subject matter expert. And before you know it, you're in the 9. You're in this place where you've built something all on your own. So something that people can't take away from you. Look, when you're at a job, you can be rejected. When you start businesses, you can be rejected. But I feel like you finally find something, a way to make money, a way to grow your finances that is something that you'll be doing for a very, very long time. And when you show up with it, people are going to be like, oh, that's what it was. Tell me what the advice is for the overall month here for Gemini. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, and I was talking about the 8 of Pentacles just earlier, and then we have Temperance energy. Something is about to come to fruition. So the Temperance is about getting balance, getting healed. It's all about things that are coming into a moment of alchemy. Everything is going to be perfect in a moment of time. It feels like it's showing up in the month of January. It feels like you've been planning with it though, because we do have the wandering path and we have the fox with the map, right? Enjoying the journey. So I feel like, we see this here. It's the 8 of Pentacles, but from here, you can only see 5. And I feel like you have been rejected or disconnected or not making a lot of money on whatever ideas you've had. But there is an idea that is coming to fruition. Something that is going to kick off this blessing here. This something you're going to invest in, whether it's time, whether it's energy, health, whatever it is, you're going to invest in it. And we have these plans that are in place. We have 3 pentacles that are still being planned for. That is going to be the 8. So it feels like these 3 pentacles are a partnership, or you are growing something, or something is coming into a growth period. It's a network or a community that it feels like there is somebody that you're going to meet, a network or a community or a partnership, somebody that you're going to get to know possibly that has already done what you're doing, or maybe they already have the blueprint. Like just because you're a tarot reader, that the building of the business really doesn't look much different whether you're a tarot reader or whether you're selling something e-commerce. It's like the business model is kind of the same. So I feel like somebody is going to help you with the plans of the last 3 pentacles, and they feel like you find that person within a community possibly. But we've got 9 pentacles here again, so it does feel like it is something that they'll give you information about. You will make the investment and something will come into fruition. I feel like you're going to have to be a little bit like the Queen of Swords in the reverse, though. And so it feels like you are going to have to be not only highly intelligent, but because the Aquarius energy here, but it feels like you're also going to have to be a little bit ruthless, I'm going to say. So saying no when you need to say no, being very short, curt, honest with people. We do have the Judgment card because it feels like you're making really hard decisions here and possibly very aggressive decisions. I feel like for some of you, this financial thing means that you're probably going to be quitting your job or having some sort of a moment of achievement or a milestone of some sort, that you're going to be closing a chapter and you're going to be heading toward a chapter of making your own money, building your own business. It feels like with Judgment here that you're going to be tasked with being aggressive in decision making, and some people are going to see you as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. But you know what? When you're building business, sometimes you got to be a little ruthless. I'm just going to say it's the truth, right? So I'm just going to leave that right there. I hope that gives you a little bit of idea of the things that might be going on in the month ahead for you. I'm going to go for now, Gemini. Happy birthday to you, and let's make this the best Gemini season ever. You guys take care. Love you. I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye-bye.